Okay, so we're back in the snapping line in. We're going to do this next quest here, this chain at Saltmarsh, which is called the Under the Cover of Darkness, which has us infiltrating a pirate ship. It's pretty interesting. The first few times I played it, I couldn't complete it. It was really, really weird. There was a particular item I needed to find, but it was tucked away in the captain's quarters. So the first thing the NPC is going to tell you to do is talk to someone that's on the beach. So head outside the inn here, and technically she's actually at a dock. She's not really at a beach at all. And it doesn't show you a pip on your maps. If you're looking for where's this pip on the map, like we done in the Keep on the Borderlands, it doesn't show you. So your instincts might tell you you've been zipping around the zone to, oh yeah, that's that beach that's down this way. It's not actually there at all. Your person you need to interact with is going to be over here at this dock. So you head over here to this deputy. And there's another element to this quest. It's one of those ones where you do a lot of teleporting, right? I'm going to put this on hard, which is level 4. Not elite. We saw what happened when we did that before. This is a night mission, and their boats like docked out in the water. And you have these different options you can do.
Deputies sent by the city guard await you at the docks.
The problem is that if you start doing this and you take the first portal, you can't summon your hireling ever again. So they give you the options of, he wants to light like signal lamps to tell the pirates that are out in the bay, like, hey, I'm coming, I'm good guys, or something else. Use the wrong signal to alert them. I'm just going to say that we're going to go undercover.
Tell the deputy to send the
And
expected signal to the smugglers.
Your choice
This
that you
should
make
their
here
ship easy to
will
board,
determine
as they
what
will expect the
happens
boat of
when
their
you enter
comrades to
this
approach.
instance, which is going to put you in a rowboat.
Fools will
But,
know what
so
hit.
before you go anywhere, if you're using a cleric or whatever NPC hireling you like to have with you, be sure to summon them here, because you won't be able to summon them even though it looks like you can go into a portal. I had a lot of problems with this Mullen Caskin flagon not following properly in this map, so you may have to do a lot of teleporting.
The deputy stops rowing to ask you. Port or starboard, Captain?
So you can do these kind of options any way you want. I want to do it the option I found to be the most fun, which is fighting on the upper deck like almost right away. So I can use the geometry, get to high ground, because reinforcements will come in waves. You'll have a bunch of named NPCs that start attacking you, and then more reinforcements, and then more reinforcements. So if you don't have some geometry that you can zip around with, I'm going to do this on the port side, and that will actually just kind of teleport us near here like this with a ladder. If you pick the other side, it'll like teleport the rowboat to the other side of the boat, and then it'll be like a porthole window and you'll enter in like the middle level of the boat. I like to do it this way. It's just the most fun. It's just a good old-fashioned ladder you can just climb up, but no one's seen you yet. One thing about the adventure may be a little disorienting for people who aren't really good at maps is that if you look at the way the boat's sitting right now, see it's kind of cocked at an angle where it's kind of facing northeast / southwest. And as you climb up the boat, you'll see that it is faced which way. So he's going to start yelling as I get mad. I'm immediately going to take off here. Let me put my long strider buff on. I'm going to warp my NPC to me like right away.
The first mate shouts to the rest of the crew.
So this is
to
the top of the
repel
boat.
intruders.
So if you face northeast is the actual technical direction the boat's facing. But when you get into some of these internal maps, things will be oriented differently. So we're gonna have a lot of reinforcements come. Let's get up here. Try to avoid that. Oh, come on, release. Let's get a potion going. And I'm gonna teleport my NPC to me right away. He likes to do a slap down. I want to avoid that as much as possible. Nope, you're not doing that again. Ah, crap. It's got me stunned. So I got a couple of guys wounded pretty bad. I'm just going to jump down here, which they will not do. And I'm going to teleport my NPC back to me. And then I'll get him. Let's get these guys knocked out.
More smugglers appear on this deck to repel the intruders.
And you're going to need to, I mean, if you can bind a key, this would be great, but I can't drag and bind a key. This pulling your healer away from you when they all surround the healer is a great way to keep him alive. I know it's kind of chintzy, a little bit of a trick.
The deck wizard splits into several.
These wizards will do mirror image and make sure you won't know which one's really the right one. They're not very high health.
No longer a threat.
There's another scrub coming.
More smugglers appear on this deck to repel the intruders.
If you got a chance here, you can stay on this high ground and get yourself healed back up real quick. Here we go. He does have a health bar. That was weird. Okay. Another one. These guys, these little crewmates are junks. If they get low on health, just pop them once and you'll get rid of them. If you're playing melee, oh my goodness, I don't know how you're going to deal with this. You just got to be super high armor class. As you can see, a little wonkiness with the firing from above.
More smugglers appear on this
Okay,
deck.
and when that starts happening, I like to pull my NPC back up here so he doesn't get surrounded. I keep calling him an NPC, I mean technically he's a hireling. Another thing I noticed, if you ever play a ranger, is that I really enjoy this little elemental inferno ability, which is like an area effect ability, but a lot of times I'll hit it and it doesn't make a noise when it doesn't go off, and it doesn't make a noise when you don't have a successful hit on something. So you'd be like, did I use it or not? And it's like a 4-second cooldown. So you'll be like thinking to yourself, what happened there? Did it go off or not? Okay. No more reinforcements are coming. I don't know what was that. I guess he was buffed. Okay, so once you clear this upper deck, you have 4 options. This goes to the forecastle, right? And that's in the front of the boat. Forecastle is always describing like the little building that's in the front of the boat. And then you have this one here, which goes into the marker for it is kind of concealed to the cargo hold. See how when you're looking at it, you can't really see it. So that goes down to the cargo hold. And then, oh, here's a name go. So I guess he got lost in the fray. Let's just get rid of him. If you keep buffing yourself, that's going to work out well. Okay, that's the first mate. This room here is the captain's quarters, I do believe. Yeah, it's very easy to miss because you're doing the whole quest and you've got like a final step, which is to find out who the buyers are. You can see this right here. The only way to do that is either read the document in the lizard man room and talk to them, or to come up here into the captain's quarter and read a document in his quarters. And it's very easy to come running past here, right, and not see this up here. Especially if you're going like this and you're panicking and backing up, and you see I just ran past and don't even see it. So there's another set of quarters over here for like a guest in Punkata's cabin. So I'm actually going to jump into here first. And of course, this is this cabin has nothing in it of merit at all. You have a little scroll rack, but it just gives you, the typical junk you get, and there's no one even in here. The other things, I just don't ever mess around with these. I mean, they just never provide any value. Maybe at a later date in the game they will, and then I'll regret never picking up all 55,000 of them. So I'm going to go into, let's do the captain's hold first. And he's going to be a name to have buddies with him. I have noticed that playing this a few times in a few different ways, that sometimes things were in a different order. Like things appeared in different rooms. No, where is he? There he is.
Long live the new captain.
Okay, so one of the things you can do is read a document in here. Here we go. Shipping documents. Let's read this. Some of the documents just catch your eye.
Among multiple love letters from various paramours in different ports, you find a work contract for hardware deliveries, signed by a barely literate envoy.
So it did not give me an update for find out who the buyers are. That was one of the problems I ran into in the past, where there's different places that will satisfy that requirement, but if you haven't done one part versus another part, it was kind of weird. There's also a doorway here that requires runes to open it, and I've seen those runes appear in different places based on what order I've done things. So we're going to head down to the cargo hold now. And I think there's a possibility that this quest could mess up on some people if they do things in a certain order. So this is just a bunch of crew quarters, probably where all the reinforcements came from earlier. And here's this cargo hold here. So we're going to pop these guys from up here. And they're going to end up zipping around the corner here. And once again, where's the cleric, right? Where is he? Let's summon him to me. And then we're going to zip down here. There's a named guy, Balfurthoff. He's a bosun. How do you pronounce that? Throwing down grease. I noticed that the grease will affect the bad guys too. Get out of the way.
Last of the ship's officers slain. The rest of the smugglers would be wise to surrender.
So he's going after somebody.
Ship is yours.
They bailed. So there's another objective here: is capture or burn down the smuggler ship. It's actually flagged already. When I did it before, I had to blow up all these explosive barrels, and it would count down. See, it's optional. Set fire to the flaming cargo. 9 left, 8 left. They are going to be these exploding barrels, not those kind. And I think there's 1 or 2 in a different area. Those aren't exploding barrels. This is all junk. This is the door I was talking about earlier. So you've got this like mace socket, scimitar socket, axe socket, trident sockets. You got to go and find those things. Now, when I did this before, everyone was just aggro the entire time. I didn't have a bunch of guys give up. So for the order that I'm doing it now, changed the outcome of what's happening. This is just a named rat room with a restaurant.
Neither of you are willing to share.
Which won't spawn until the scrubs are killed. And he's going to spawn like right there. There he goes.
There are no rats left in the village, though you can't be sure about the rest of the ship.
So this is just a click to go up as opposed to a ladder that you would climb. Okay, so we still have these guys here. They're not doing anything. This is the rune door, so we need to find the 4 runes. Okay, here's 1. Here's 2. This is tricky because the way my ranger guy is set up, I never have enough diplomacy to do these types of things that happen in. There's a secret door.
You hear someone call out from beyond the
There's
wall.
a sea elf in here, right?
You find a curious creature chained in this room. A sea elf by the looks of him.
And you have the option to talk to him, right? And I guess if you freed him, he might help you. But I'm unable. It's a disabled device and open lock, which is both thief checks, which I can't do, and then nothing happens. So he's going to burn to death in the ship. And this is alerting you to a secret door in the next room. So you'll have to search again to find it, which I think has like a chest or something. Here it is. And that's a thief chest. This is the stupid adventure pack and a cabinet. Sometimes there was a second chest in here. That's kind of odd. Maybe it's a higher difficulty. Okay, here's another crest. So now we have 3 of them. And the last time I played this, 2 more crests were in this room and 2 crests were in the other room. This is another door you need to smash down. And let's actually, while we're in here, let's just check to make sure there's no more exploding barrels that we need to blast. Yep, that's 1. 4 left. Not there, not there, not there. Not here. Not here. Is this one? Yes. We've got 1 more to go, which is this mace socket. So let's try checking back at the other end. Just crossing over here. It's symmetrical looking, so it's easy to get confused. As I remember, there was nothing through here at all. Absolutely nothing. Go back up here and check these other rooms. Okay, so we came out of there. We've checked this room before. We're just going to check it again. This is this Punkataz cabin. We have not encountered the lizardmen at all, and the there's a little like micro dragon. It's a proper name for it. That's a room we haven't been to. That'll probably have another one of these runes in it. And we did the captain's room. And this is to the cargo hold, so we're going to try this one over here. Yep, okay. So there's really no negotiating.
Lost interest in the battle.
Okay, shipping documents. Now, remember how earlier I found shipping documents in the captain's chamber, excuse me, find out what they're smuggling and found out who their buyers are. So this talks about the hardware they're being delivered, and this doesn't give you find out what they're smuggling. We haven't found out, but I think we found out who the buyers are, right? So now we need to find one more rune, and we got to find what it is they're smuggling. So here's the other crest of the mace. This is the last crest. So let's go head straight back to that area. And once we get our buff on, we'll pop it up. I think the buffs drop when you're changing rooms. No, they don't. We've kept it on the whole time. So we've been in here. Let's go down to the door. That opens automatically.
This is weapons.
Okay, so we've completed the whole quest.
Smuggler tax evasion anymore, is it? Someone is preparing for war, and Saltmarsh does not see it coming. You must warn the town.
So the problem you have with a lot of the Dungeon Master dialogue is so in the past. It's not it's long, it's voice acted, you're running around, you go into a room. Unless you're really moving slow, a lot of times it's not going to, it's going to be dated information. Let's see what this is. Dexterity, that's great. That's a great little cloak. We'll grab that cloak probably. This is a kukri. Let's go to a switch to our melee set and then move the mouse away and bring it back. That's a good weapon, but there's nothing about it. I'm going to take all this, but I'm going to grab this right away to put it somewhere else and take everything else. So they're shipping weapons. That's their whole storyline, right? So now you've discovered the secret of the whole thing and you can get out of here. But there was another objective to complete, which was set fire to the remaining cargo. So we've missed exploding barrel somewhere. Let's give one more shot through here and see if we can find it. As I remember, it was in one of the rooms. I think we checked this already. We already checked in here and here. And this room just had a chest we can't open. We're just going to do a quick run through everything and see if we can get that last exploding chest. I don't know if it will give you credit for it since you've already completed everything. So it's not in this level. And maybe we missed it in the this lizard man room. Let's check there again. Otherwise we're done. We can just warp out of here, which we're going to do in a second. But I do want to see if that objective will get completed. Yeah, here you go. Okay, 2 left. Oh gosh. Okay, may not be worthwhile running around for the 10 minutes trying to find the other barrels. Let's take another entrance room. If this thing here I thought was weird. Okay, so you have this little pseudo dragon. It has diplomacy, evil, bluff, intimidate. You're good. Everything I did was always just like I passed a diplomacy check. You see down here, diplomacy 16 plus 4. And it doesn't really do anything. It just says pant. I always found that, I thought that was like, what's the point of that? He'll attack you when the lizardmen are around, but then he stops attacking you when they're all dead. So, and one last quick trick. Let's check the captain's room and see if there was barrels in there. I don't think they are. You may know where they are if you've played this before. Okay, there's the bed, tub, rust shrine, shipping documents, junk. Nope. I'll take a quick look up top just to be sure. I don't think any of them were, I think all of them were inside. None of them were ever, like not inside the ship. I don't think they were in the bilge down there with the rats are. I don't remember there being one there. There's anything here? Nope. Nope. One last check down below. Okay, so we've checked all these different rooms. Let's go back down to the cargo hold. And what I was mentioning earlier, see how the map has flipped? Like I'm actually facing the back of the ship, but it flipped at an angle. So we didn't see any here. We ran through here already. Nothing here. Let's just jump down. And those three are regulars. Nothing in here, nothing in here. We checked this already. Nothing by the picnic table. That's just a crate. Nothing here. Nope, I don't see any more exploding barrels. Okay, so I think we're going to be done as we can be done. Let's go ahead and jump out of here. Unless they're right here and I missed them. See, there's one. Gosh, one left. Oh, here it is. Okay, finally. 29 experience. Let's see if that added up here. Let's see here. Secret doors, breakable, smashed. No, there's no bonus to that, probably because we already completed it. So 15 minutes, that's not bad. So that's the second storyline in the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. We can move on now to the next one, which we'll do in a separate video. Now, if you play through this, you may find different things happen. Like they may all be aggro. If I killed the captain early, so by killing the captain early, it changed the result. And this was something interesting too. We finished the quest. This NPC has nothing for us, right? So we need to go back to the, what's it called? The something line, like the fishing line in or something, and then do a hand in at the guy that's inside the actual inn. And it's also kind of weird because when you exit this boat, you end up not at the entrance to the boat. So go in here real quick, the snapping line in. And I've already done this before, but we're going to let you see what the rewards are. And this sometimes happens too. You'll enter a zone while it's still loading people, and you can't move for a second. And believe me, I'm on a good gaming rig. Okay, this is all done, no problem. Here's the final reward. Longsword, don't care, don't care. Some people have asked, and I'll do a separate video for this, like how can you tell what's a good upgrade for you, what's not? Like in this situation, the one on the left says, evasive chainmail shirt, mastery 1, light armor. Now the one on the right I'm wearing is light armor, right? Insulated mithril chain shirt. This is a chainmail shirt. The one I'm wearing is mithril. Minimum level 3 and 3, right? Armor bonus with dexterity plus 11. What I'm wearing is armor bonus with dexterity is plus 12. The armor bonus on the one on the left is 6. The armor bonus on the one on the right is 6. Max dex bonus 5. Capture dex bonus to AC armor check penalty minus 1. Spell failure 15%. Regular roll chainmail isn't as good as this mithril chainmail shirt, so it has less penalties. Like there's only a 5% spell failure chance. I'm getting full advantage of my dexterity bonus. The max dex bonus on this is 7. And if we took that as reward and I put it on, you would see that my armor class will go down to 21, right? So that's one of the things you want to kind of look at, is you want to look at the armor bonus with dexterity and the armor bonus. There's 2 numbers in green. And if you're a caster, obviously you want to look at the spell failure number. And then after that, because armor class is king, right? 90% of the time you're going to be attacked by melee people, or archers, which is all physical damage, trying to hit you. Spellcasting is different. Spellcasting isn't like Pathfinder, someone's wigging out, where they try to roll to hit. You're not rolling to hit against a DC or something on spells on 3rd edition, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if you find something that's an armor upgrade, do that right away. But then, if you find 2 pieces that have the same things, then you want to start reading the 2 to 3, they're like explicits, like in Path of Exile below. So, as you can see the one on the left here, it would give you plus 4 vitality to hit points, right? That would be nice. The bonus, though, for the armor is only 11 and 5. I don't want to sacrifice armor, which is almost like a 5% chance to hit, and I don't really need to move silently. So the one on the right is more beneficial to me than the one on the left. And how about this one? This is hallowed leather armor, right? Armor bonus 11, with dexterity 11, armor bonus is 5, max dex bonus is 6. It's still not taking advantage of my dexterity. It's got a spell failure. This one gives plus 2 enhancement to maximum hit dice to turn undead. So that's kind of odd because most clerics aren't going to be wearing leather. They're going to try to wear the heaviest armor they possibly can. So some of these gear pieces are kind of goofy, right? So be sure to just look at the armor bonus with dexterity if you're a dex class, armor bonus, and then read the spell failure for caster. And of course, if you don't have proficiency in it, it'll show up as something that you're not proficient in, and you don't want to do that at all. If you pick up a piece of armor that you're not proficient with, I believe it's a -4 for all your attack rolls. Whereas if you're a caster, you're just going to have massive amounts of spell failure chance because you don't roll to hit as a caster. So I don't really need money. We're about 10k platinum right now. I think I'm just going to take this for... I could take a piece for an alt, right? I could take this piece for an alt here and give it to another character. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave. This one here is for Sunder and Stunning Blow. I don't really have an alt that's doing any of that. This leather armor might be good for my little rogue girl, but she's probably wearing 11.5 already. I could just take this, but I can only pick one item. This trophy is going to grant 500 guild renown. For me personally, that's much more of a benefit. And we got 1,400 total. All right, cool. That's that venture. It's pretty fun. Notice how it said the guild has earned 14 renown, 500 base plus 900 very small guild bonus for doing that quest. Very cool, very fun. And the next up is going to be, we'll do with this guy, this captain of the guard, Eleander Fireborn, what he wants us to do. And we'll see you in that video. We'll talk to you soon.